Pumpkinhead is still recovering from Canada Day and the 4th of July festivities and drinking that British stout in honor of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge visiting Canada, so I'll be your host for today. Hope all of you folks enjoyed all of your holidays too. Now, it's about the end of convention season, in the middle of build season, and the beginning of panic season. I have so much to do and it's less than 3 months away. Teaches you right. You should have started a little earlier now, right? Well, we've got a tip a little later about some quick props you can make to deaden up your haunt. Now, as you may be aware, the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo was pretty busy. They added a bunch of floor space this year and saw, well, almost, now wait for it, 30,000 people. If you've watched the recap videos, you've seen Ghostbusters and Steampunk and Zombies and some great special effects companies and retailers. No, it's not HauntCon or the Midwest Haunters or the West Coast Haunters convention, but it's the closest thing we've got around here, so far. The question is then, are you coming with us next April when it happens again? There might be something coming a little bit closer though. 3 cities have been made it to the second round of the Canadian Haunters Convention and where it's going to be next year. And our friends in Calgary are still in the running to host it there. Well, with our help, maybe we can beat out those cities in the east. More details at the link below. Now, something we're excited to see here in Edmonton this August is DEDfest. Now, they've got a ton of movies lined up and more information is going to be available because they're not releasing the whole list yet, but it's going to be at the new location of the Metro Theatre, which is the old Garneau Theatre location, which means that there's lots of good eats and drinks nearby. And hopefully the Gore Fest won't make you throw it all up. Now, we learned some more great news. One of our sponsors, Karrie's Kostumes of St. Albert, is sending one of our favorite makeup artists to IMATS in Vancouver this July 23rd and 24th. The International Makeup Artist Trade Show happens in several different cities around the world. And Callan was going to be at the Graftobian makeup booth. So, if you happen to head that way, stop by, see her incredible work, and tell her that Edmonton sent you. A couple more items we've added to our Canadian calendars. And by the way, you remember you only have until July 17th to get your photos into the Haunted Canada calendar that Hector Turner is creating, right? Well, first we've already told you about the zombie walk here in Edmonton with the Zombies in Space theme. And now the 2011 Winnipeg Zombie Walk has their Facebook event page up. If you live near the Peg, it's best to join them in their quest for brains. If you're into hearses and you live in the Edmonton area, at the beginning of August, the Edmonton Bone Wagon Association will have their cadaver cabs at the Rockin' August Car Show. And they're bringing friends from all across Western Canada. Hell, even if you don't like the meat trucks, it's one of the biggest and best for all kinds of classic cars. So definitely recommend you go and see it. We want to thank all of you haunters out there for your input and accolades for the HauntTopic project that Brian from Scary Visions and Daryl from Edmonton have been working on. Your input is invaluable, and some of the things that we find out from you are just great. Take the video from Stiltbeast Studios. It was Calgary that pointed him out to me, and Brian noticed a video on his Haunters Digest too. We even had him up on the Make Creators page by the time that Alan himself contacted us. That was just within a few hours. I'm sure that several of you have watched his human pelt video, but if you haven't yet, do it. It's an inexpensive technique that will allow you to freak people out in your haunts, and it's pretty quick too. Now, combining garbage bags with a heat gun is something that any one of us can do. Sometimes when you combine dark things, no good comes out of it. Look at some of those movies. And other times it's a delightful event. Tomb Dragomir and Leanne Spiderbaby joined forces recently for a bit of fun spookiness.
The two most terrific names in screen evil, together in one shock show.
I'm Tomb Dragomir from Rumort Magazine.
And I'm Leanne Spiderbaby from Fangoria Magazine.
The two greatest horror magazines in the world. You might think we're natural enemies.
So, we are co-hosting each other's shows today, Frightbytes and TombTV, to prove to you that despite rumors, Rumorg and Fangoria are actually the best of friends.
With their review of The Unleashed and their interview with Sid Haig, you'd better make sure you subscribe to both of their channels on YouTube. Another dark collaboration that we would like to see more from is the Nightmare Dream Team of GoblinFruit Studio and King Unicorn. We featured their collaboration before, and with a little prompting discussion on Twitter last week, we're hoping to see them again. Well, till then, lullaby and good night, my little bumpkins. We've got to say thanks to the Bloodshed Brothers with their 1-year blogiversary recently. We ended up winning a t-shirt. Now that the Canadian Postal Service isn't on strike anymore, I can't wait till it gets here. Hold your horses, we're not done yet. Remember when we said way back when that we'd be making a draw for a t-shirt from Zombie Licorice once we got to 113 subscribers? Well, guess what? We're at 113 subscribers. Sure, it is. That's the way it is. Well, we drew the names from the magical skull-topped hat, or hat-topped skull, one or the others. It was a skull and a hat together. Drew the names, and it was TheOctoberSpirit was the winner of our t-shirt from Zombie Licorice. So congratulations to OctoberSpirit, and we hope the rest of you keep on subscribing, and once we get to a new plateau, we'll have another draw, shall we? Draw, partner! Well, remember, stay undead, even if I'm not Pumpkinhead.